football. So really the first speed bump that this offense now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Throwing on first down. Barnett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Barnett. It's caught. Baldwin. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Barnett. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Help me out a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. It seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done something.
Add to his totals. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Bonds going underneath for Charles. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bonds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Bonds. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Bonds. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run over center with Charles. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming up both later today and this weekend. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. As for the 4 o'clock game, some good ones there as well. One being in Charlotte, where it'll be the Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And one final game to highlight. It's Sunday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles, and they will need to get this passing game in gear. because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
And they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact. And not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
He's going to keep this again. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing after the interception. Bonds. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to
operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Bonds. Over the middle, complete. It's Charles. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. To throw on 3rd down. Bonds. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Charles. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's the option play now to the left. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. The Eagles send out their punter down as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now in Arlington. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Barnett finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Barnett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Bonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Bonds.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake. Bonds. And quick throw here, that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Barnett looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baldwin.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Here we go on fourth down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down. Barnett. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Barnett. And that is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a third and 10. Looking to throw. Barnett. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try to eat some clock now with Charles. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. On third down, here's Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing after the interception. Barnett, throw left side complete. That's Kennedy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Barnett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got
13 of the NFL. And we've got Pat Surtain, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Cowboys and the Bills coming up next.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York.
Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles,
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
so here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Mills looking to the air right away.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mills, that's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mills. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hicks. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
After the pick six a moment ago, here's Mills again.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On second down, a run with Price.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Price.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Price.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try to maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. On 3rd down, Bonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Operating from the gun. Bonds flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
4 yards.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bonds. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Charles. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The Cowboys come in looking for an 11th win on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On first down, it's Charles again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Bonds. And this is incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now a draw play. Here's Charles. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Bonds.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bonds. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
How about this? They'll try the option.